What do you get when you cross Arnold Schwarzenegger with the rapper B.O.B.? Someone with muscles that think the earth is flat. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Heinrich, the real nuclear physicist. Tyler Hansen, or as he likes to refer to himself, the Fittest Flat Earther, is a TikToker who is quite dedicated to the idea that we live on a flat space pizza. And he will be showing us how seasons should work, because apparently they don't.
Are you curious how the seasons work on a flat Earth?
No, I'm not. And the reason why, you probably won't believe this, but it's because they don't. And the Earth is not flat.
Well, if you stick around, I think I can help. The first thing you need to understand is that the sun and the moon are close. They're within the Earth system.
Within the Earth system. It's a solar system. The sun is within the solar system. But since you are a flurf, you probably think there's a dome over us. And if there's a dome over us, which creates this Earth system, the sun should be inside the dome. Now follow my trail of thought. If the sun is inside the dome, why don't you send something to it to prove that it is truly inside the dome and local? I mean, there's this clip of a model rocket that you like to use and say it hit the dome. If it did, then it's not that far up. And if it's not that far up, you can send something to the sun.
In the Earth system, and they circle around us.
And I think you misspoke there, because it doesn't go around us. Because if we are truly on a flat Earth, it should circle above us.
And I am going to show you with actual scientific evidence.
Oh, you're going to use scientific evidence.
Yeah, science fiction's not really my thing.
That not only do they circle us, but the sun changes its speed and its location where it rises throughout the year.
The sun itself does not change speed in the sky throughout the year. However, due to Earth's elliptical orbit and tilt, it might appear to move fast in the sky. The apparent path of the sun across the sky changes throughout the year. In the winter months, it's lower. In the summer months, it's higher, making it appear to move faster and slower depending on the season.
Now, if you look at this beautiful sky clock overlaid with the flat Earth map,
a beautiful sky clock that conveniently leaves out Antarctica. And since the final experiment has proven that there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, that model doesn't work anymore. And it's time to find a new one.
you can see that every 24 hours the sun is doing a loop, which creates night and day, and the moon is doing the same thing, but about every 25 hours. Now what the sun also does is it makes smaller circles in the northern hemisphere during our summer months, so June, July, August, September, and it starts to make larger circles and increase its speed as we move to winter in the northern hemisphere and the south moves to their summer because the sun is closer to them.
This is complete nonsense. The longest day in the northern or southern hemisphere is around 14 hours. If it was moving fast in the south, on a path that's about the same length as it is in the north, as it is an arc across our heads. Daylight in the south in the summer should be shorter.
This is evident based on how long daylight lasts as the sun is setting.
Like I just said, the average longest day, north or south, is about 14 hours, which makes your claim that daylight lasts longer invalid, because it's measurably the same.
That are either invalid or significantly inaccurate.
Now, like I said, there is evidence that the sun picks up its speed, which it would have to do to make larger loops. And this isn't just a theory. Like I said, there's evidence I'm going to show you.
There is no such evidence. And you're right, this isn't just a theory. It's absolute pseudoscientific hogwash of the highest order.
That's a lot of hogwash.
And not only that, but I'm going to show you evidence of the sun rising in a different location from month to month to month based on exactly what I'm saying here.
Are you kidding me? The location where the sun rises changes as we orbit the sun throughout the year, rising only due east twice a year, and that's on the 2 equinoxes.
What I quickly want to show you is that a general time-lapse photography video is about 30 frames per second. That's the standard. Now keep that in mind as I show you these next 2 quick videos.
Sure, a standard time-lapse might be 30 frames per second, but that's also something you can change. That's a setting that can be adjusted depending on the camera. So unless you can verify that any time-lapse that you take or any time-lapse that you find on the internet is at exactly 30 frames per second, you can't make that assumption.
So this is the Mackinac Bridge in Michigan in the winter, clearly with the ice. And I just want you to watch how fast the sun sets because it's moving faster in the winter months and how fast the daylight goes away. Real fast. Now, same bridge, very similar location. The sun is starting in a very similar location.
A very similar location. You must be joking. The first shot, the camera is high up, far away from the bridge. And the second shot, the camera is basically on the ground, way closer to that bridge.
This video is 17 seconds, the other one's 5 minutes. Dark.
Like I said, the sun does set slower in the summer, but not because it moves slower, but rather due to our location in our orbit as well as the Earth's tilt.
Okay, so what I want to do now is show you the location of the sun and how it changes from month to month based on its rotation around the flat realm.
Let's leave old Tyler here for him to further think that the sun speeds up and slows down throughout the year. I do, however, have 2 challenges for Tyler, or any flat earther for that matter. Firstly, if the sun speeds up and slows down throughout the year, what causes these changes in velocity, this acceleration? And secondly, since most flat earthers argue that seasons on a globe doesn't work because they are further away from the sun in the summer and closer in the winter. If distance is a factor, why does it get colder as you increase in elevation? With that logic, Mount Everest and Mount Kilimanjaro should be deserts at their peaks. And the lowest elevation at sea level should be cold and covered in snow. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe button and share my content with all your friends and family. A huge thank you to my YouTube members and Patreon subscribers for supporting this channel with their finances. And if you'd like to join the team, the links are in the description. As always, I'm Heinrich, the real nuclear physicist, and I'll see you next time.